Good morning, guys. How are you? I hope you're fine from wherever you are watching from. If you have tuned here for the first time, I'm Damaris, a Kenyan retired mom, and I reside in Kenyan village. It's early in the morning, not so early. It's around 9 a.m. in the morning. I just woke up like 30 minutes ago. As a retiree, I don't usually wake up so early. I take my time. I always believe in having enough sleep. I wake up in the morning. I usually make my herbal tea, black tea. That is what I take. I hardly drink milk unless sometimes either in the evening when I feel like. And instead of bread, I usually boil aloe roots. I like aloe roots so much. They are very healthy and very yummy. I like them. And other times, I usually prepare oats, which I take with the strawberry. I have planted strawberries within my homestead. It's very easy to plant strawberries and they are very friendly to grow. I have a challenge of waking up early in the morning. I don't know why. Since I retired, I was waking up. It was easier for me to wake up immediately. I retired, but as I continued, it has become a very big challenge for me to wake up in the morning. I don't know if you are retired, whether you face the same problem with me, so that you can help me and tell me how you manage to wake up in the morning. But one thing I know is that also I sleep late. That one I can't cheat. I sometimes sleep late, and so once I wake up in the morning, I just feel like continuing to sleep. And I can't do that because I have things to do here at the homestead as a retiree. Once I wake up, I have so many things to do, especially during this dry spell. We are so busy here watering things. And the challenge I'm facing is that I'm pumping my water using electricity. And I have a man-made borehole, not the drilled one. So it doesn't have a lot of water. And as it gets dry, also, the water inside also becomes less. Again, if you're new here, I retired 2 years ago. And all my years, for the longest time, I've been living in the city. It's only after retirement that 2 years ago, I left the city life for village life. And it's something that I love so much. I've now like addicted to this village life. I don't even feel like going to town to even to learn errands is a problem for me to leave the village. I always like being around the homestead from morning up to evening, and I don't get bored at all. And it makes me so happy. That's where I get my happiness. I would tell you that. Many people wonder why I chose the village life for the city life, and they wonder how I fit here. But I would tell you, village life is very relaxing. There is enough space. There is fresh air. Once you get used to the village life, you do not like to go back to the city and live there again. That's my opinion, not for everybody. There are some people who would never fit living in the village. Say, wherever you live, if that place makes you happy, stay there. For me, once I moved to the village, I became so comfortable. I feel so happy. I have nothing to regret, and it is what it is, and that's my life now, living in the village. And one thing that makes me so happy is that I'm this kind of a person who doesn't like staying idle. Even when I was living in the city, my balconies were full of vegetables. I was planting things in the pot. Just imagine somebody who was living in the city trying to squeeze pots in the outside the balcony, and she gets a place in the village where there is enough space to plant. So to me, I felt so happy because I have more than enough space here to plant anything that I like. And that's what I love. I like planting things. I like planting seeds. I like seeing them sprout. And I like transplanting the seedlings. That is one thing I like so much. Like now, once I moved here, I planted one yellow passion fruit. It has more than 30 fruits, which are yet to be ripe. That's my happiness when I look at that passion fruit. It's me who planted it. So that's where my happiness comes from. And here in the village, that's where I'm very comfortable, and I feel so happy pottering up and down within the homestead, doing things here and there. Guys, as you can see, I love flowers. I'm a flower lover. I plant all kind of flowers within my homestead. What is very important as I literally live your life, I'm now 60 plus years, and I take it so positive to be happy and to live my life. This is the passion fruit I talked about. It has so many fruits so far, and that's my happiness. The way I was taking life when I was young and now at old age is totally different. At the moment, my main aim and what I need to achieve most is my happiness. At the moment, I'm self-sufficient in terms of vegetables. I no longer buy vegetables, and mine are organic. I don't use any artificial fertilizers. I only use manure from the goat manure or cow or chicken manure. That's what I use. Since I moved here, one thing I planted was banana trees. And I can tell you I've already harvested dream bananas. And most of them now, like 3/4 of them, are fruiting. And the other day, that was last week, I uprooted the suckers, which were big from all the bananas I'd planted earlier. And I transplanted them. I planted them, meaning that now I'm adding even more bananas in my farm. That's the only way you can expand your banana farm, by transplanting or planting the suckers. I like grapes so much. I've planted a few, but they're still young. I've planted almost all type of fruits that we grow here in Kenya. And though they are still young, but I'm hoping in 2 or 3 years' time, I'll be able to harvest some of them, especially the oranges. There's one orange tree that I managed to get three fruits last year. So this year, I hope I'll get more like 10. Yeah. One of the challenge living here in the village is that I miss my 2 adult children so much, because since I moved here, they just visit me occasionally, like after 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks they visit me, but before I retired, we were living together. So there's that difference, you know, the feeling that I no longer now live with my children. As you know, mothers, they all keep on missing their children, even if they are big, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So far, we have harvested almost everything that was in the farm, the beans and the corn. My farm helper now, they are preparing, digging the farm where we had planted the corn. That is near the homestead. I have another farm that is outside the homestead. That one I use a tractor to plough. So I think I have to do that by next month, March. Is it meant, when do we expect our rains really? I think I have to do end of this month, because we expect our rains, I think, end of March. I'm not very sure, but before then, the farm has to be ploughed, and I make sure that I plant early enough.